Hey there, it's Dave of FlipperForce, and this is a quick video tutorial to discuss estimating adders. Our Repair Estimator is pre-built with starter templates that include over 500 common repair items and unit prices, so you can create detailed repair cost estimates for your rehab projects. But there are other costs and factors that you need to consider when estimating your repair costs, such as the location of the project, contingency, contractors overhead and profit, and taxes, which is why we created the Adders module. To manage these adders, click the Adders tab at the top of the Repair Estimator, which will open up the Adders module where you can set up your adders for the estimate. The first adder is the Location Adjustment adder, which allows you to quickly adjust and modify your estimates based upon your location. Our estimate database includes prices based upon the national average, but if you're in an expensive market on the East or West Coast, such as New York, San Francisco, or Los Angeles, you'll need to add on an adjustment factor to account for your market. If you click on the tooltip next to the Location Adjustment adder and click Explore Location Factors, you will be presented with a chart of factors for different percentage adjustments for around the country. On the West Coast, you can see that San Francisco is approximately 30 to 50% more expensive than the national average. Once you find your market, you can place the percentage in the Location Adjustment cell, which will automatically adjust your estimate by the percentage. Now remember, the most accurate way to estimate costs is to review all of the unit prices in our database and adjust the pricing to fit your local market and local contractor pricing. The next adder on the list is Contingency, which you can use to cover estimating errors or omissions or any unforeseen conditions on the project that can result in expensive change orders and cost overages. The contingency percentage can vary widely depending on your comfort level with the scope of work of the project, your experience estimating construction costs, and/or your experience rehabbing houses. If you have experience estimating costs and rehabbing houses and have put together a detailed scope of work for the project, you may be comfortable with as little as 5% contingency. However, if you have little to no construction experience or experience estimating costs, and/or maybe you haven't even seen the condition of the property, you will likely need a much larger contingency to cover any kind of estimating errors, omissions, or unforeseen repairs on the property. So plug in the amount of contingency percentage you are comfortable with, and then that percentage will be added as a contingency budget to your estimate. The next adder is Contractors Overhead and Profit. So the costs included in our Repair Estimator assume that you'll be hiring, managing, and subcontracting all of the work yourself. So if you're an investor that's going to be hiring a general contractor to manage your project, you need to include costs for the contractor's overhead and profit. Now, a general contractor is generally going to charge around 10 to 20% of the project value to manage the project. So if you're going to be hiring a general contractor, plug in 10 to 20%, which will be added to your estimate to have a general contractor manage your project. The next adder is labor tax, which is a tax on the labor costs on the project. Now, some jurisdictions charge a tax on remodel and construction labor. So you'll want to check with your local state and local tax jurisdictions to confirm if labor taxes will apply on your projects. And finally, the last adder is the material tax, which is the material sales tax you are charged at the store when you buy goods or materials for your projects. So check with your local state tax rules to find your local material sales tax percentage and plug that into the cell. Once you plug in all of your adders will be totaled at the bottom and added to your estimate. If you have any questions about estimating adders, please shoot us a message in chat or send us an email.